the challenger, former WBC International Heavyweight Champion, Joe Smith Jr., the reigning and defending undefeated WBA light heavyweight champion of the world, Dmitry Bivol.
Specific detailed instructions in the locker room. I'm only going to tell you two things. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves, bang at the bell. God bless.
What do you expect to see in the early stages here? Bivol looking very stern. Generally, he feels he's a little bit more strong. He's got that jab.
Solid light heavyweight, and Bivol obviously talking during the week that he could go down to super middle.
Champion, they can tip and tap a little bit at times, but then they really put some meat on the bone.
He got the win against Sullivan Barrera, who was the other guy to beat.
Look for that big scything overhand right early on. That's something he likes to do. He's got that in common with,
beat Bernard Hopkins, also beat. It's almost like you acclimatized to the power. When you get hit with a slow shot, looking to land a big right hand early on. Character, doesn't show any respect, doesn't care about reputations.
Feels it.
Yeah, and I think that varying the power, varying the speed. Good right hand there from Bivol.
They just circle around each other in centre ring, moving straight in behind the right hand there, Smith. Almost like he felt it. It's a good lead left hand from Bivol 20 or so seconds ago. Smith just trying to jab his way in, got caught on this opening round so far. Has come final few seconds, just heading up to the belt. Keep that other body on the move, just pecking with that lead hand. Solid looking left to the body there. It's quite an Eastern European.
Joe Smith is so kind of preoccupied with his own defences that it's quite a bit smaller than Joe Smith. Yeah, Smith came out quick in the first round, looked like he wanted to try and make an impression, get the respect of Bivol.
And the fight warming up now, Bivol looking for right to the body there. Nice straight 1-2, snapped.
Bivol just landed a nice solid left hook counter there. Lovely 1-2 down the middle. Little feints, and you're under a lot of pressure.
And again, just dips his head and then looks to...
Just pulling out of range, and then Smith kind of getting caught in no man's land, doesn't know whether to come, whether to go. He's not really thinking about attack, he's thinking about defense, and then when he does, he doesn't waste anything. Solid shots going in.
Never that far away. You don't really get a moment's peace, or you certainly don't ever feel like you have. He just moves in behind the guard, and Bivol looked to try and pick him off on his way in. Certainly gave him a lot of encouragement. It's a few of these from Bivol, and has realised quite what a hard night's work this is going to be. Attempt to do that at some stage during this fight. He will throw caution to the wind, but trying to get busy with the jab there.
I think that's what's happening with Joe Smith. I didn't think it landed, but Bivol certainly looked like he wanted to grab hold of Smith momentarily. It's very relaxed, very much in control, very, very calm in there.
Good combination there from Bivol, continuing to dictate terms here. And just the end swell being applied to the cheek there, just below the left eye, just at the moment. Through those first 3 rounds, there's just not been that much that has happened in different parts of America as well yesterday at weigh-ins.
Trying to measure him with the jab. Joe Smith's going to have to do this the hard way. More so than being hurt by anything. I mean, he's a pretty tough guy. Yeah, with that, he's got to rough him up. He's got to get close. Yeah, and on the flip side of Bivol, good opening round from him, good accuracy.
Great intent. He does have a good reach on him. He does have the advantage in this 4th round, and that right hand.
Looking at the two fighters here,
but he doesn't want to be too reckless, too gung-ho with it at the moment. Big overhand right hand, but he just steps in after it. He may have got a little piece of his man there. He certainly feels that
he's to take one to land one. With Bivol, who's better schooled, technically a better fighter, very well schooled. Jumping in with the lead left hook there.
I wonder if it's been enough for him to win the round. It's quite difficult to see whether that landed clean or whether it was a glancing blow, but you could see from the replay there that much more success with that kind of tactic than he was having in the opening 3 rounds. Okay, it's not perfect.
It's a horrible injury. Happened to me a couple of times, and it totally affects your whole fight, your balance.
Did exactly what you picked up on earlier in the fight with his feet there.
You know, get into a bit of a clinch. You don't want to, if you do come, you cannot afford to hesitate. You know, he's got to do this the hard way, as they say. He's got to make it a rough, tough, rugged affair. Win a technical warfare with Bivol, who's so well schooled. Yeah, good.
But we'll have to wait and see. I don't think that's going to emerge during the course of the fight, and I may...
Yeah, last 2 rounds particularly really come back into the fight. Nice left hook there from Bivol, though.
Good straight left hand there, though, from the Russian.
He landed a solid shot, and that it hurt Joe Smith. But Joe Smith, tough man. That's nice right hand, left hook. I'm a more physical man. I can lean on you, I can pull down, I can try and land a few low blows, put their heads in there.
I think you're right, Matt. I think he's realised that this is the way he's going to have to go if he's going to do this.
Joe, when you're throwing your punches, man, you're taking that rest step a little too long. You know what I mean? Throwing your punches, he's getting set. Throw, pop those 2 jabs, automatic. Automatic.
I thought I heard him say that his ear had gone pop. I could be wrong.
Bivol there just backs Joe Smith up without even throwing a punch, just by feinting him, just by the way he uses his feet. That's it, Andy. You cannot afford to get caught in that no man's land. That's what they're trying to do.
He looks to try and get on that jab. Went to the head, then to the body with it. Room for it. Bivol trying to time that jab.
Have his most success. Lovely right hand there from Bivol. Joe Smith, they're prepared to take pain. They've gone into the ring. They're mentally prepared.
Well, I was just musing on that myself, and actually, strange though it sounds,
great judge of distance. He needs to make it hot and heavy in there. He needs to make it untidy.
Second half of this fight scheduled for 12. World title defence for Dmitry Bivol, who's in the black.
Left hook, but Joe Smith blocked it well. But yeah, he's a technician, Bivol. Very difficult injury to cope with. It just really affects everything. Big left hook there for Bivol.
Has rocked him now. He's tied Bivol up, but there's a minute and a half. Smith trying to answer back with a left hand.
And a lovely walked him onto a right hand. Good right hand down. The accuracy was there. Doesn't want to back up in straight lines, though.
You've just been hit hard.
The most important thing when you get hit.
It's been made to miss all the time.
Absolutely, Andy. Tough guys like he mixes it up so well. He never becomes predictable or readable. Like I say, he's always faint.
Did have a bit of an effect, and it's now or never for him. Well, it was interesting between rounds. The corner was saying to him that he was chasing him around a little bit too much, but he's having...
Trying to feint you and trying to take that half step and loop that right hand over the top. Tried to throw it underneath that time.
That weight spread evenly between that front and back foot. That's what gives him such good mobility. Left hand again.
It's alarming, and it's surprising how many times you just land that straight right hand right down the middle. Joe Smith. Tough guy though, Joe Smith, recovers very quickly. These are solid shots.
But these are punishing shots. Your opponent's view, I don't really see the problem.
Leaning in as if he's going to throw a shot. 2 good left hooks going in there, head, then switching into the body.
It's round 9, Smith straight to the centre of the ring. Combination landing.
Bivol is very very well balanced, very technically well schooled. There's a bit of a WWE move going in there.
Well, he's going to get told off for that, that's for sure. We saw a bit of frustration. We saw an opportunity there just to make a little bit of a point that he...
Very intelligent fighter, Bivol.
Looking for that left hand there, missed with it, Smith, and he was made to pay. So there was no great shame in that. Clubbing left hands again there. Smith just looked like he might be about to fold a touch there. Available to the referee, it's not the case, so...
Good sharp hand speed there from Bivol.
Until he told him not to do that. You will see that from referees sometimes. They feel that it's unsportsmanlike.
Like Lomachenko breaks people's hearts all the time, not necessarily because...
The damage he'd done though, was there? Because sometimes you see a fighter came in from a long way out.
Yeah, looking to bang that very much in first gear. Lovely jabs there, head and body, then hooking off the jab.
It's a good left hand there from Smith, as they can, and there's the
body slam.
From the previous round. I wouldn't say that all of the ambition to win this fight has been beaten out of him. Well, let's have a look at your scorecard, Matt, and you've given everything to Bivol apart from that drawn.
Going very side on here, defense behind the...
To land a punch. Some are fine with it, some not so much. He just needs to get through.
You're not going to break someone's heart by a war of attrition or something like that. You break someone like that.
Get all gung-ho and try and fight fire with fire.
Make you miss and then looking to make you pay. Lovely uppercut there.
Doesn't really realise the full extent of it, but I think Bivol there did.
No, Bivol is by far the superior fighter, really, technically much better footwork.
And he feels that you can't pull it, then if a fight were to end in those circumstances, then...
Watch Bivol, as soon as he gets out of range, you watch his feet when he pulls out of range, straight away he's looking to get back in.
I think landed.
Nice stiff jab from Smith though, knocking the head back of Bivol.
He's had a good first minute. But a good round this for Smith so far.
Yeah, it's been a good round.
Brought good energy.
Yeah, I like that lead, double left hook.
These two just circling each other. Interesting there, Bivol just stuck out the left hand and just left it in the face of Smith.
As everyone at light heavyweight, huge for the weight. That's good work. Yeah, I think a lot of guys like to leave the left hand out there. It does block the vision of the fighter coming forward, but it also measures them. You know, and a lot of the time, yeah, landed a really good right hand on the bow.
Willing to take one, to land one. It's not getting hit. Long amateur career, 268 wins, 15 defeats. To the #1 spot, though.
Gennady Golovkin breaks hard because he breaks ribs and he breaks nose. Lomachenko breaks people's hearts. Bivol, you could see being that against someone like Joe Smith. But, you know, he's a tough guy, Joe Smith.
Well, a couple to go. So 12th and final round, the two. It maybe hasn't been quite as explosive as...
Shook Bivol, who I think in hindsight, I think he was glad that was on the bell.
Joe Smith Jr., he's taken openings when they've...
I think it's a fight that both with matchroom.
Step on the gas too much. He hurt him with that left hand.
All those guys mix it up to see who is the best out of them all.
Engineer them, but at no point has he really looked at Beterbiev with the IBF, Kovalev with the WBO, Gvozdyk, which, unless Joe Smith can produce something incredible in the last few seconds, will be again here, as he did in defeat against Sullivan Barrera.
Yeah, Joe Smith is one of those guys. You know, Callum's 33 years old, lovely right hand left hook there from Bivol.
It was all but there. We saw Callum Johnson earlier on dispose of Shawnee Monaghan. They just doubled Smith over and caused him to... Nice combination from Bivol. 10 seconds into really pour it on. And shots getting through there, and maybe one just a little bit late. But as the bell goes, Smith, who was under pressure.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the scorecards. 119 to 109. To the winner by unanimous decision. Still undefeated and still the WBA light heavyweight champion of the world, Dmitry